Good evening. Tonight we're going to start with Lesson 15, use place value understanding to fluently decompose to smaller units multiple times in any place using the standard subtraction algorithm to solve word problems using tape diagrams. So tonight we're going to use the standard algorithm to solve the following subtraction problem. Remember, we first have to regroup, then we can subtract. So if we look at the ones, 6 ones take away 9 ones, we can't do. So we need to go to the tens and take 10 away from the tens. And when we do that, this becomes a 4 tens, and now we're able to have 16 ones. But now if you notice, we can't do 4 tens, take away 8 tens. We can't do that, so we need to go to the hundreds and take 100 from them. And when we do that, this is left with 5 hundredths, and we're giving that extra one to the tens. Now it becomes 14 tens. Now we're able to subtract that. But the hundredths we won't be able to subtract because you can't take 5 hundredths minus 9 hundredths. You can't do that. So we need to go to the thousands and take 1 from the thousands, and now you're left with 8 thousands. And you're going to give that 1 to the hundredths, and it becomes 15 hundredths, take away 9 hundredths. Now we can do that. But in the thousands we can't do. 8,000 take away 9,000, we can't, so we're going to go to the 10,000s and take 1 from them. And this becomes 4 10,000s. We're going to give that 1 to the 8. And now it becomes 18,000s, take away 9. Now then we can subtract. But in the 10,000s, we cannot, because you cannot take 4 10,000s from minus 7 10,000s. So now we need to go to the 100,000s, take 1 from them. You're left with 600,000s. You're going to give that 1 to the 10,000s. And now we have set up our problem properly, and now we were able to subtract. So let's start with the ones. 16 ones take away 9 ones is 7 ones. 14 tens minus 8 tens is 6 tens. 15 hundredths take away 9 hundredths is 6 hundredths. Don't forget your comma. 18 thousands take away 9 thousands is 9,000. 14 10,000s take away 7 10,000s is 7 10,000s. And 600,000s take away 500,000s is 100,000. So our answer is 179,667. Okay, a national monument had 160,747 visitors during the first week of September. A total of 759,656 people visited the monument in September. How many visited the monument in September after the first week? So let's get our pen ready here and start finding the important information. So we know that in the first week of September, 160,747 visitors came the first week of September. A total of 759,656 people visited the monument just in September. How many people visited the monument in September after the first week? So we don't know how many people came after the first week. So this clearly is calling for a tape diagram, which is what we need to do because that's what our lesson's about today. So I'm going to set up two components. We're talking about the first week, and I'm going to give myself the tape diagram, my first tape. And I'm going to use the word after because that's the second component of this problem, after. And now in the first week, we have 160,747 visitors that came the first week. And we know that a total amount of people that came in September was 759,656 visitors. But if we look on, it says how many people visited the monument in September after the first week. So this is the unknown. We do not know how many people came after that first week. So this is going to get a question mark. This tape is unknown. This value is unknown. So we know that this amount plus this amount is going to give us this total. And how are we going to do that? How are we going to solve this tape diagram? How are we going to find the missing value? We're going to find that missing value by doing subtraction. And so 759,656 take away 160,747. So we're going to start with the ones. 6 ones take away 7 ones we can't do, so we need to go to the tens and take 1 10 from them. And you're left with 4 tens, and this becomes 16 ones. Now 4 minus 4, 4 tens take away 4 tens we can do. So we can do 4 tens take away 4 tens, that would give us 0 tens. But in the hundreds, 6 hundreds take away 7 hundreds we can't do. So we need to go to the thousands and take 1,000 from them, and it's left with 8,000. And this now becomes 16 hundredths. Take away 7 hundredths, we can do that. If we move on to the 10,000s, 5 10,000s take away 6 10,000s we can't do. So we need to go to the 100,000s, bar 1 from them, and this becomes a 6. And the 5 becomes a 15, so it's 15 10,000s. Take away 6 10,000s. And we have in the 100,000s, 600,000s take away 100,000s we can do. So our problem is now set up properly where now we can subtract. So let's start with the ones. 16 ones take away 7 ones is 9 ones. 4 tens take away 4 tens is 0 tens. 16 hundredths take away 7 hundredths is 9 hundredths. 8,000 take away no thousands is 8,000. 15 10,000s take away 6 10,000s is 9 10,000s. And 600,000s take away 100,000s is 500,000. So our answer to how many people came after the first week is 598,909. Now, guys, I want to show you that in our tape diagram, notice that I had them the same exact length. I didn't have to worry about resizing them because this word problem was not giving us any information where I would have to make it proportional, where I had to change the size to add more or to take away more. So this is okay to have if they're the same exact size because the word problem wasn't calling for that. All right, our next word problem is Shadow Software Company earned a total of $800,000 selling programs during the year 2012. $125,300 of that amount was used to pay expenses of the company. How much profit did Shadow Software Company make in the year 2012? So I see a total, and that's important. So I'm going to set up my tape diagram. I'm going to make a big one, and this is going to represent my total. My total is $800,000. And then it says $125,300 of that amount was used to pay expenses of the company. So part of that tape diagram, I'm going to probably make it over here because it's 800,000 is big. This is smaller. This amount is going to be $125,300. And let's label it. This was the expenses. Okay? Now, if we read on the question, how much profit? So we don't know how much money they made from that year of 2012. They know they took in a total of $800,000 and they spent this amount, but they don't know how much their profit was. So this side is going to represent the profit that they made from that $800,000. So this is a side-by-side tape diagram, and this is showing that part, whole of the tape diagram. It's beautifully created, showing part, whole. Now, in order to find this missing value, to find out exactly how much money they earned, we would be doing subtraction. So let's put 800,000 on top, take away 125,300. And this is dollars. All right. So now, remember, we always have to regroup first, and then we can subtract. So let's start with our ones. There are 0 ones. It's okay. There are 0 tens. We go into the hundreds now. There's 0 hundreds. Take away 3 hundreds. Can't do that. So you need to go to the thousands. Thousands have a 0 in it. Take away 5,000. That's not going to help us. We got to go to the next one. The 10,000s. 0 10,000. Take away 2 10,000s. That's not going to help us either. So now we need to go to the 100,000s. And we're going to take 1 away, and this is left with 7. And now we take that, give that 1 to the 10, to the 0, making it 10,000s. But the thousands need help also. They need to get regrouped. So we're going to take 1 away from there, and we're left with 9 10,000s. And we're going to give that 1 to the thousands. But since the hundreds need to be regrouped also, we need to take 1 from that 10,000s, and it's now going to become 9,000. And that 1 we're going to give to that 0 in the hundreds, and that's going to become 10 hundredths. So now our problem is properly set up, and now we're able to subtract. So now let's go to the ones. 0 minus 0 ones is 0 ones. 0 tens, take away 0 tens is 0 tens. 10 hundredths, take away 3 hundredths is 7 hundredths. 9,000, take away 5,000 is 4,000. 9 10,000, take away 2 10,000s is 7 10,000s. And in the 100,000, 700,000, take away 100,000s is 600,000. So we have $674,700. So how much they made, their profit, the unknown value, was $674,700. All right, guys, now you give it a try. Remember our tape diagrams. Any tape diagrams you make, you have to bring into school tomorrow to show me. Good luck. Okay, using the standard algorithm to solve the following subtraction problem. You're going to subtract this. Remember, regroup first, then subtract. The next one, remember, regroup, then subtract. Okay, our next problem is asking for a tape diagram and showing the standard algorithm to solve this word problem. Please make sure you bring your tape diagram into school tomorrow. Okay, the next word problem. Remember, you're going to be showing this tape diagram for this to model this word problem and bring it into school tomorrow. All right, my stars, excellent job, and we'll work more on this concept tomorrow. Have a wonderful night.